Good morning students, and once again welcome back to your biology class. We were studying about the three features which are present in almost every cell, and we have already finished with the plasma membrane and the cytoplasm. Today we will study about the nucleus. Nucleus is the most important part of a cell. It controls all the activities of the cell. So that is why nucleus are also called as the brain of the cell. This you have already studied in class 8th. Okay, nucleus are called as the brain of the cell. Why? Because they control all the activities of a cell. The nucleus is also a double layered covering. Okay, see, here is the nucleus, and this nucleus, it contains a membrane. Okay, and this is a double layered, nucleus has a double layered covering, and it is called as the nuclear membrane. Clear? This nuclear membrane has pores. Tiny and very minute pores are present in this nuclear membrane, so that it allows the transfer of material from inside the nucleus to its outside, that is to the cytoplasm. This is the cell. Okay, this is the cell, and you have already studied about cytoplasm. So the nucleus is a double layered covering, and it has an outer covering or an outer membrane called as the nuclear membrane. The nuclear membrane has very tiny or minute pores which allow the transfer of materials from inside the nucleus to its surrounding, or you can say to the cytoplasm. Okay children, now this nucleus, inside the nucleus, it contains an entangled mass-like structure. This nucleus is composed of like this entangled mass-like structure. And what is this mass-like structure called as? This entangled mass is called as the chromatin material. Entangled means आपस में, you can see like this. Okay, so this is the chromatin material. And this chromatin material, if you see under a microscope, it is visible as an entangled mass of thread-like structure. Okay. Now, this, whenever the cell is about to divide, you have already studied that the cell starts division. Okay. Once the cell starts division, then only another, it divides into many cells. Okay, so many parts. So when the cell is about to divide, this chromatin material, which is like this entangled mass, okay, this chromatin material starts organizing itself. Okay, this chromatin material starts organizing itself to form a structure somewhat like this, about which you have already heard of previously in other classes. Okay, see, like this. And what are these called as? You are very familiar with this. These are called as the chromosomes. Clear children? So that means this is the chromatin material which is present inside the nucleus. This chromatin material remains as a entangled mass of thread. Once the cell is about to divide, okay, that is when there is cell division is going to take place, it will organize itself to form structures like this, that is the chromosomes. Okay, now if you look at this chromosome, these chromosomes, if you take a bigger look, or you can say inside, if you have a look through a microscope, okay, you will see that there are again structures like this. Segments are present, okay, inside the chromosomes. And what are these structures called as? These structures are called as the genes. So that means chromosomes are made up of genes. Clear? Chromosomes are made up of genes. Then again, again further if you enlarge it and if you see, you will see that again these genes are made up of some units. Okay, and these again are made up of some units. And what are these units called as? These units are called as the DNA. Clear? What is the full form of DNA? DNA is also called as deoxyribonucleic acid. So these genes are made up of DNA. So basically, and DNA, you all have heard lot about DNA in movies and all. You must have seen or you must have heard that you must have heard about saying let us go for a DNA test and all. And what is this DNA? See, this you can say that basically the chromosomes contain information for the inheritance of characters from the parents to the next generation. That means the characters from one generation to the next generation is carried through the chromosomes in the form of DNA. So whatever characteristics are present in the father or the mother, the same characteristics will be carried out to the next generation, that is through the DNA. So that is why you hear that you have to, if you have a DNA test, okay, if you go for a DNA test, you will find that the chromosomes or the characteristics are of your father and your mother. You will have all the characteristics or all the characteristics of your father or your mother. So I hope, children, that this much is clear to you. Okay, so let's see once again. What is it? You all know that just now I told you many DNA molecules. Okay, all these are many DNA molecules. So many DNA molecules together, they all combine together to form the genes. Okay, and what are genes? Or you can say that genes are the functional segment. Okay, genes are the functional segment of DNA. Clear? These are genes are the functional segment of DNA. Then what happens? These genes come together, okay, and come together to form the thread-like structure, okay, thread-like structure, or these chromosomes are rod-shaped structures, okay. They form rod-shaped structure which is called as the chromosomes, okay. These are called as the chromosomes. DNA, then genes, which are the functional segment of DNA, and then again these genes are inside the chromosomes. And what are chromosomes? These are chromosomes are the structures which are obtained during the cell division. Okay, this is obtained during the cell division. So during the cell division, so it is in the form of chromatin material. So here you can see. Now I hope that it is clear to all of you. Okay, the chromatin material. So you can see that you can basically see that say that chromatin material and chromosomes are almost the same. It is only during the cell division that they rearrange themselves to form the rod-shaped chromosome. Clear, children? So I hope that this much is clear to all of you. So all these are present where? This is present inside the nucleus. Clear? So you can see that the nucleus, it plays a very important role in cellular reproduction. Cellular reproduction is formed, characteristics are formed due to the presence of DNA and chromosomes. Clear? So just now I told you that here there are, what are present here? Inside the nucleus, this is the nucleus of a eukaryotic cell. Okay, in the eukaryotic cell you have got, see, membrane are there, and it is the nucleus is enclosed in a membrane bound structure, and this structure is called as the nuclear membrane. In the next class we will study the difference about eukaryotic cell and the prokaryotic cell. For today we will wind up, children. Thank you.